Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your June love reading. This is Bear Food Mama Intuitive Reading. Yeah, and if you're here, please like my video, subscribe if you haven't. To those of you who already have, thank you so much. I appreciate you all, and I love reading for you all. So please help my channel grow. Let's see what's up in love for my Cancer collective this June. Spirit, please protect this reading. Send any negative energy back to sender, transmuted, tenfold for the greatest good of all and harm to none. Archangel Michael, please, please send clear, concise messages through for my Cancer collective. Wow. Spirit really wants to talk to you. Let's see. Mother Mary, please bring compassion to these messages. Amen, amen. So might it be. You can enter to win a free reading on 7/7 by putting free reading in the comments. And you can check out my Etsy, my Patreon, book a personal with me, or just donate on my Cash App. I appreciate all of your lovely donations and your subscribes and your likes. Okay, let's go. So the card that jumped out when I was shuffling was Faith, and I put it back because my son is a Cancer and I'm having to have some faith around a situation with him. So maybe you have kids or you're needing to have faith around something with kids. I felt like it was a personal message though, so I put that one back. But we shall see what comes out for you in this love reading. Freedom, faith and freedom. Those are good words all around. Good values. Okay. Freedom comes from a state of mind, not being attached to what others think. Feeling free from this kind of attachment is a successful achievement in itself. It stimulates the activation of our divinity gene. There are millions of people so fortunate to live in a free country. Unfortunately, they feel imprisoned by certain circumstances in their lives. Yet when Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela were imprisoned for years, they felt totally free. These momentous occurrences were based on their certainty and passion for their mission. The importance of these events proves that to feel free is to be free. This transpires when the potential of our human wholeness is inspired by the power of our spiritual holiness. Remember, freedom is the feeling birthed from our internal independence. Interesting. Internal independence. That's interesting. So I'm reminded of like I don't know if it's a viral video and I don't know if it's like real or not, but it's just about this man with who's on the spectrum, and he's interviewing, he's a reporter and he's interviewing somebody at a prison, and the guy's telling him like, we have a strict schedule, we do these things every day, and the man who's on the spectrum is like, can I be in prison? Like, because I don't know, I mean, there's an element of having freedom from choice. Wow. So maybe you're in a committed relationship and there's like this duality between feeling like in commitment things are stagnating, but in the dating world like you're overwhelmed by the choice or the need to choose, or like even the need to like swipe right or left, you're like over it. Maybe you're putting down your fear of commitment this month if you have it, or your person is. So your energy is the 7 of Swords, moving in silence, just doing your own thing. You might be kind of a night owl. Crows are very highly intelligent animals. They're also good at using tools. You might be like very skilled in the tools of your trade. The Sun reverse. Okay, so that just came out in Scorpio's reading, and I've been shuffling, so what am I going to say? The Sun reverse talks about, like, in this deck, I'm pretty sure specifically it talks about, like, closing yourself off to experiences that make you happy, or feeling afraid of, like, enjoying, feeling afraid of joy. So this is your person's energy this month. And advice, 2 of Pentacles reversed. Let people give to you. Let somebody give to you this month. So this could be like your person seeing that you're closed off. The Sun, it could be the reverse. It could be saying your person realizes that you're closed off to receiving love, happiness, joy. That's what I'm seeing here. Um, I don't know. It could be your person, so take it as it resonates. What about the Seven of Swords for you and your energy? Temperance could be dealing with Sagittarius or Leo with the sun, a fire sign, just in general. The tools of your trade are standing out to me as the subconscious. The moon here and then the sun reversed. There's something where you understand what's not being said, which is why I was gonna say, which is why you know that somebody wants to be happy and they're just not like allowing it in, or like, and this again very well could be you. The moon and the sun are also here, depicted on the card for temperance, bringing things into balance. Um, maybe sort of again calming down. Like if you've been sort of dating and stuff and you want commitment, you're like, okay, I'm over the dating scene. Whoever you're dealing with could have this like really penetrating stare. It's like when you look at them or they look at you, it's like you see everything in each other, and it might be kind of overwhelming, or you feel this way about them and you just haven't told them. Again, moving in silence, like I don't know that this person really knows how you feel about them. Queen of Cups. You make them feel extremely like loved. They think that you're very compassionate. You think they're compassionate. Like this is the energy exchange between you two. This person may this month be surrendering to their emotions. The way that her hands are up and open to receive, and then in the sun reverse, her hands are up and open to receive as well. So this person is potentially opening up to you this month, is what I'm seeing. Also Cancer season. So Cancer season is like the end of June, um, beginning to mid-July, right? So the end of this month, or even the middle, the 14th. I wonder what's going on astrologically, the like the 13th through the 16th. That those were big dates in Scorpio's readings too. If you know, let me know here. Otherwise, I might do a little post on it. Okay. Advice and the outcome: Two of Pentacles reversed, Four of Wands reversed. Receive again. Be open to receive. I want to read this Four of Wands reversed. Because a lot of the times I read it as like marriage or a twin flame connection. I don't know. This person may have told you like they want to be friends, or you may have told them that, and then they're like reneging on that. Like, no, I want more. Like this isn't enough for me, or something. I think that's what that means. Intuitively, that's what I'm getting. Forgetting the importance of the simple things, getting caught up in drama, lack of harmony, feeling disconnected. Yeah, I feel like this person is like, I know that this is what I said I wanted, but it doesn't work for me. It's messing with my head. Like, can we what? Can we move into the next phase together? Judgment. What did I say? The judgment is literally somebody stepping through into their new life. Like, can we just call this what it is? Like this I feel like you're friends with this person, maybe even operating in like a friends with benefits space right now, and they're closed off to their joy, their happiness. You're closed off to commitment, or vice versa. Take it how it resonates. It's just that this is what it's looking like, and you two come to this point at the end of this month where you're like, can we just call this what it is and move forward? What I think it's good though, like what freedom is the feeling birth from our internal independence. Like you both have managed to create your internal independence within the context of a relationship with each other. And a friend's first connection is really, truly beautiful. I'm actually going to stick to the light seers for a minute and then we'll clarify with the tarot. So what's the outcome of this? If you like go from this friends with benefits connection, or even like you ask this person out, say they're in the workplace, it makes them feel really good. And and you're like, okay, like let's do that. Like they might even tell you that they are used to people not really being kind or fair to them in relationships, and you guys make a judgment call to move forward. The Hanged Man, the Five of Pentacles, and the King of Wands. Interesting. The Hangman is like an epiphany at the expense of like pain, a painful transmutation. Although I think she's using this aerial swing, which can really help to minimize like the impact of pressure or gravity. So you might feel kind of weightless because of this. The two of you together, like I feel like you might feel kind of weightless, and you might also feel so kind of overwhelmed by this that you feel like you're not sure how to do it. You feel like I don't know how to operate in this context. Like I feel stuck. That's why we have this freedom card here, I think. And Mahatma Gandhi and Nelson Mandela were imprisoned for years, but they felt totally free. To feel free is to be free. The importance of these events proves that to feel free is to be free. So, what you're going to learn from this experience, Cancer, is like how to enter into this King of Wands energy. By Leo's season, I'm hearing too. The King of Wands knows what he wants and does what he wants. He sits where he sits, and no one's going to tell him otherwise. He thinks what he thinks. He's not stubborn necessarily. He's passionate. He's hot. Whoever you're dealing with might be like just extremely hot. Like, you know, like you might be like, woo. Like it might be hard for you to engage in the energy of temperance when and however you connect with this person, it might be like a lot for you. It might also activate some self-esteem issues within you that come up from below. Like as you make your connection more serious, some stuff, if you have, say, for example, like any commitment issues, some stuff around that might come up. But I feel like you're really going to like the King of Wands really knows himself. That's what stands out to me about this guy. He knows himself, he knows where he's going, he's got his eye on the prize. And you have your eye on the prize. Like you, this month, your prize I'm hearing is loyalty. Lions are very loyal. They live in prides. Like you have pride for who is loyal to you as well. Like you're proud of this connection or for having like created this like unit or this pride. Yeah, I feel like you come into this feeling of realizing like, wow, I'm responsible in some way for like holding at least one side of this dynamic, right? And I feel like you feel really good about that. And it's an experience I'm whoever I'm speaking to in this Cancer collective, I feel like it's an experience you haven't really, maybe intellectually you know what this is, but I feel like you haven't actually felt this before in a connection with another. Either because you were afraid of getting too close or because others were. This person is extremely emotionally intelligent and compassionate, and I feel like they make you want to give them everything or vice versa. You make them want to give you everything, and some or both, you know, and you two enter into this like new state together. You might even be moving states with a person. Oh my god, the Two of Cups, that's so cute. Oh no, oh that's so adorable. Sorry, I said oh no. That's just really cute. That's a beautiful card to come out in this reading, at the end of this reading for you. Like this connection, I feel like it can persevere through anything. I feel like you two together are this like just beautiful, like this hand in hand pair. You're gonna stick it through anything together. Especially, I think looking back, you realize you already have, right? Like you can face everything head on, like this King of Wands, and you'll do it together. And you might have like sort of a psychic connection where you don't even really need to like say anything to each other to know what you want to do or how you want to move. It's like you have this unspoken or yeah, unspoken understanding um of how to move forward. You may even move from like being friends or being co whatever this is, coworkers, like to a relationship or to like dating or to a relationship like kind of quickly. Boom, boom, boom. And I don't always recommend that, right? But I have this sincere feeling that you have known this person for a while. The Nine of Wands, the Five of Wands, the Knight of Cups. Yeah, and then this person, I feel like they're kind of this Nine of Wands wounded warrior energy. Five of Wands. They might have fire in their chart. Like I said, you have Leo here twice in Sagittarius, and then you have these wands here with the Four of Wands reversed, Nine of Wands, Five of Wands. I feel like this person comes to a point in your connection together where they begin to feel safe and they begin to feel, oops, sorry, they begin to feel like they can put their walls down. And I feel like they're fighting internally their own battles and their own walls, as are you. You have the Five of Cups, or Five of Pentacles, rather, sorry, and they have the Five of Wands. So I think they're wondering how much energy to give this situation or how much energy to give to their healing and like where to put it and how to do that. And they might come off a little short tempered sometimes, whereas you might come off a little bit like despondent or even like depressed sometimes. It's almost like moving through this gateway into a new relationship shows you other dynamics of this person that you weren't seeing before, right? Which is very normal. Um, you start to let your walls down, and so do they, and you see each other from new perspectives as well as yourself. I feel like as you move through this gateway with this person and you start to feel a little stuck, like it's almost like you're resistant to seeing the other perspective. Like there's this moment where you're like, well, has anything really changed? And then suddenly you start to see what has changed, and it's like it's not necessarily the pretty stuff, but it's the stuff that makes a pride or makes loyalty even like a word, right? Like if we ran every time something got hard, or if we like decided just to drop the drama whenever there was drama, like we wouldn't have loyalty. And I feel like you redefine loyalty for yourself in this connection with this person, and they redefine like how to send messages of love. I feel like they may have a hard time communicating, and this connection for them really teaches them how to open up and and communicate their emotions instead of like burying them. I feel like they may have a lot more love for you, or they may be a lot more romantic than you expected them to be. It's like up until this point, however you've known each other, there's been passion, but and even or even just emotional like exchanges, conversations maybe where you really enjoyed each other's conversations. And I feel like you haven't even seen how romantic this person can be. It might kind of blow you away, or vice versa, take it as it resonates. But adding romance to this dynamic is gonna it's gonna really make things blossom in this like just sweet, endearing, safe way. I just keep getting this feeling of safety, of like, oh, like a sigh of relief, like, oh, thank God, thank God. That's how that happens. It's a softening a softening. Like whenever we talk about like the heart chakra, I feel like in yoga it's about softening. Anahata means unstruck. It's like a drum that's been unstruck. There's always a place in your heart that where that resonating, like it continues and continues and continues, and there's no like um chaos there. There's it's like a place to return to. This person might feel like home, where you create a home together, and it just feels really beautiful. Ace of Pentacles reversed. Page of Cups reversed. The Hermit reversed. Six of Cups reversed. The Lovers reversed. Wow. Okay. The Chariot reversed. So I guess just one last message. I feel like whatever comes up for you and this person, like you both understand what put you in a place of not wanting. This person's going to tell you why they didn't want to give to the connection. And it's because they thought it was a pipe dream, essentially. And they're now seeing things from a different perspective. And they might get into, like, you know, this happened when I was a kid, or this is that person the first person I dated, like, blah, 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 kept me stuck, or took my car, or, um, yeah, something like that. Like, you open up to each other, and this person kind of tells you a little bit about themselves that you didn't know regarding their past connections. And what about you? Wow. You had to come to some clarity about conquering your devil. And it was a bitch and a half, is all I'm going to say. The Nine of Swords reversed and the Ten of Cups reversed. I feel like just the process of conquering your own, like, impulses or compulsions, whatever that was, is even if it was just non-commitment, you know, like, or fear of commitment rather, or if it was like moving on, moving forward. I'm sure you've had a Ten of Cups connection in the past that went awry and created a lot of anxiety for you. But I feel like you see things clearly, and this is what you're telling this person as you move into this deeper connection with them. It's like, you've helped me to see things clearly. Thank you. Um, you've helped me feel like less burdened, or like all of these burdens that I've been carrying were for a reason. It doesn't feel like the Ten of Cups is an illusion anymore. You kind of both are there in that space. Like, wow, I didn't realize that this could like actually happen. I always thought like Ten of Cups was like just kind of like bull, but you see things clearly, and it's just this really nice, soft, beautiful sigh of relief. So I'm really excited for you, Cancer. I think this is a lovely reading, and I feel like there's maybe a little bit of solemn energy as you two open up to each other and get to know each other on a more serious level this month. But it's good, and it leads to good. Um, and if you start to feel stuck, remember that freedom is birthed from our internal independence. I'm going to draw an oracle card for you from the Guardian of the Night Tarot. And if you're still here with me, please remember to like this video if you haven't already, and subscribe if you haven't already. Thank you so much for being here. Can we please get a spirit oracle message for Cancer regarding this beautiful love reading? We got two. The Two of Swords, the Magician reversed, the World reversed. The Two of Swords frog here feels like if he moves, he's going to be cut. Like, frogs have really thin skin, and this guy's literally on two swords. He's in this energy of indecision. These cards don't have reversed meanings. If you were to say that they were reversed here, I would say, like, look at the way this raccoon is looking at this wand. Like, oh, I've got the power, right? And it's reminding me of the Page of Wands that came out in the energy here. Was that for your reading, or no? That was Scorpio's reading. You might be dealing with Scorpio. Um, you're encouraged to believe if you think this person doesn't want you, that they're also manifesting you. Um, don't let your indecision or your self sabotage prevent you from manifesting them. You have an opportunity to harmonize with the world around you, with the bees here, to find harmony in your environment. And they will be receptive to harmony, even if they seem like the kind of person who's not willing to accept that happiness. This grasshopper also indicates your conscience. So I don't know why it wanted me to point that out. Um, the bee for some reason is also, I was thinking of a bee and how like bees need water sometimes, and like last year this bee got stuck in echinacea and it like couldn't get out. It was like too heavy or too tired. They need water. It's hot, but what was coming through was like, it's too hot. It's too hot. You might think this person's just too hot for you. For real, that's come through like a couple of times. So this person's manifesting you too, and you might not believe it, but you're being encouraged to. So Cancer, that is your reading. Um, one more thing I'm going to read from the world. I think there's a message here. The bee is collaboration, community, prosperity, and sweetness in life. And the grasshopper is prosperity, good fortune, and abundance. Call upon the bee's busy, productive energy to help you reach that ending you desire, as this small but mighty creature can help you taste the sweetness of success. On the bottom of this card, you will find a grasshopper to represent the abundance and prosperity you will achieve from your efforts. The grasshopper is also a symbol of being true to yourself, living your life, not imitating others as your life is about to take a leap forward. Cool. All right, Cancer, that's your reading. Thank you all so much. I love reading for you, and I'll see you soon. Mwah.